Chapter 723. Trump had been watching silently from the corner as his son-in-law turned things around and brought about a radical change, reversing the course of events. He was extremely shocked. He could not understand how Alex could be so strong nor why he had such a strong aura around him. This Alex was completely different from the Alex that was always being yelled at and reprimanded by Elaine at home. At this time, Alex stepped forward before he asked, "Dad, are you okay?" Trump hurriedly shook his head as he said, "Yes, I'm fine. Fortunately, you came in time. Otherwise, I would have suffered a very terrible fate." Alex smiled slightly before he said, "Dad, I am truly thankful that you are fine. I have already taught those people a lesson. Are you satisfied now?" "Satisfied. I am very satisfied," Trump nodded repeatedly. After that, he asked with a worried expression on his face, "Alex, don't you think that you were being a little too cruel just now? Aren't you afraid that the Whale family will try and retaliate against you?" Alex smiled as he said, "You cannot be afraid of revenge and retribution when dealing with people like the Whale family. They will kill you even if you do not provoke them. So, why don't you play along with them instead? Don't you agree with me?" Trump replied, "That is true, but I am still a little worried that they will come and stab us in the back. After all, we are not as wealthy or powerful as the Whale family. If they really come at us, we might be at the losing end." Alex waved his hand before he said, "Don't worry, Dad. I will definitely protect Emma as well as ensure Mom's and your safety. You can rest assured." Trump nodded when he heard Alex's words. Alex continued speaking, "By the way, Dad, to not make Emma and Mom worry about this matter, we should not tell them anything about this when we get back home later." Yes. How could Trump possibly have the courage to tell Elaine about this? If Elaine ever found out about this, wouldn't she create a big scene over this matter? When that time came, she would turn the whole world upside down then. Alex finally relaxed a little. He had initially been afraid that the old man would not be able to keep his mouth shut and reveal everything to his family. However, since Trump looked so frightened, Alex figured that he should be able to keep this matter under wraps. At this time, Alex quickly told Don Steven, "Don Steven, I want you to find more men and subordinates to follow you around for the next few days. In the meantime, I also want you to arrange for some of your subordinates to protect and look out for my family in secret. We should not take this matter too lightly." Don Steven nodded immediately before he said, "Master Anderson, you can rest assured. I will make all the necessary arrangements immediately." "Okay," Alex smiled slightly before he said, "All right then, the reason why I came here today is simply to pick my father-in-law up. Since this matter has already been resolved, we will head home first." After he was done speaking, Alex looked at Trump and asked, "Dad, shall we leave now?" Yes, Trump nodded hurriedly. All he wanted at this very moment was just to go home as soon as possible so that he could digest and make sense of everything that had happened just now. As Alex brought his father-in-law home, Mr. Joey and his son, Ethan, were both acting like bandits at home as they frantically tossed and packed up all the valuables they could find in their house. Ethan's mother could not figure out what was going on. When she saw the words "the father of the pathetic jerk" carved on her husband's forehead, she quickly ran forward to ask him what happened. Mr. Ethan immediately blurted out, "Don't ask me so many questions now. We're in deep shit. We have to pack up our belongings and leave this place as soon as possible. We have to leave Oris Hill tonight or we might all be dead with no place to bury our bodies at all." "Huh?" Ethan's mother hurriedly asked, "Where are we going?" "We're going to Indonesia," Mr. Joey hurriedly replied. "We will go there and look for my brother, and we will never return to this country again." "What?" Ethan's mother collapsed instantly as she cried out loud, "Why? Why are we going to Indonesia all of a sudden? Why can't we return to the country anymore in the future? What about my parents? What about my brothers and sisters?" Mr. Joey asked her, "Don't you want your life anymore? Why should you worry about your parents? Your parents are doing very well in Oris Hill. We are the ones who are facing a catastrophe right now. We might end up dead if we do not leave the country immediately. Do you want your parents to come and collect our corpses then? Hurry and pack up your belongings now."